Hey there, great day to you. I hope you are feeling amazing and that you are loving your life. Welcome to another edition of my Achieve Even More training that I do every Tuesday morning for 30 minutes right here. And today is a really interesting topic. And it's around why you must develop a millionaire mindset to achieve your financial and wealth goals. All right, so why you must develop a millionaire mindset. What is a millionaire mindset? And let me say hello to a couple of you. Hello there, Dave and Jim and Balaji and Dasis. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening from around the world. Where are you from? Great to have you on. Developing a millionaire mindset, right? Can you do it? Hello there, Mitch Chile and Richard Jonathan. Mujica Cortez from Chile. Hello, Emmanuel. Nice to have you on. So, millionaire mindset. Why must you develop a millionaire mindset if you really want to achieve your financial goals and dreams? I think one of the first questions, right, is what in the world is a millionaire mindset? Do millionaires, think differently? Do millionaires process the world differently? Do millionaires have a different brain? I always like that question, right? And so let me just see if maybe I could take these off a little bit. I'll use these as needed. I can see a little bit. So what is a millionaire mindset? Does anybody have an idea? What is a millionaire mindset? What is a millionaire mindset? I think I might need these. What's a millionaire mindset? Do people who make a lot of money and have a lot of money have a different mindset than people who don't? A lot of people talk about, it's important to have a good mindset. It's important to have a good attitude. What the hell is it? What is a good attitude? There's a lot of positive people that are broke. They have great attitudes, but they're broke. They're happy, but they're broke. Let's differentiate, happiness, relationships, and wealth, money, financial wealth. I'm going to keep this to financial wealth, okay? If you like this topic, do me a favor, hit the like or the love button. I also want to show you something that I have here on my mobile phone. A few days ago, I posted, I'm going to show you, not here. This is my kids and my wife, and there you go. My wife over here. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. I'm just having a little bit of fun. I posted this little image on a couple of my social media sites. I'm on Instagram and on Twitter and on my Facebook fan page and YouTube, etc. And I posted this image, and it'd be interesting to know, maybe you saw it, maybe you didn't, but here is the image. Which would you prefer? Let me go over here, right? Learn to make $1 million, or would you take, $1 million cash right now? All right, can you see that okay? There you go. Sorry, I thought I put it up on my phone. Which would you prefer? Learn how to make $1 million or take $1 million cash right now? And it was really interesting. We had so many people, comment on this. I mean, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people commented on this. I'm interested to ask you, which would you prefer? So Balaji says, learn to make $1 million. I want to ask you, a question. Why do lottery winners, okay, who win, 5 million, 10 million, 50 million, 100 million, why do most of them, 85+%, lose the money within 3 to 5 years? Millions and millions and millions. They win by buying the lottery ticket. So I give them credit for buying the lottery ticket, but why do 85% is the statistic I've read? Why do they lose the money? Right? They could buy all of the financial consulting that money could afford. They could take as much time off to learn what to do with the money. So why is it that 85% lose the money? Can anybody guess that? Can anybody guess that? So Yaz said they don't have the right mindset, so the money repels them. Great answer. All right. So they spend it all and have a scarcity mindset. So Melissa says because they have a scarcity mindset, even though they win all this money, they get rid of the money. How many of you would agree with that? If you would agree, hit the like or the love button. So John Trefiro says they're compulsive, but are all of them compulsive? Are all of them compulsive, right? They don't have the millionaire mindset, Mitch says. Heba says, I would take the $1 million now and learn how to make 10 million with that million. I like your thinking. You take the cash as already have a millionaire mind. Joy, limiting beliefs. Yeah, so maybe they have limiting beliefs. Because we appreciate more the things that we worked for. I love reading these right now, so keep giving me some good feedback. The formula for success hasn't been learned. Meredith says, hello from a wealthy woman in Canada. Poor blueprint in mind leads to poverty. So here's a question that I want to ask you. If you take lottery winners and you analyze their thoughts, their emotions, their behaviors around money, they've developed a pattern before they won the money, right? They developed a pattern. And that pattern is locked in where? Their conscious or subconscious mind. We all know this. It's their subconscious mind. And what controls our thoughts, emotions, feelings, sensations, and behaviors? Mostly the subconscious mind. So if they win the money, and the amount of money they have, the cars they buy, the environment that they put themselves in, like the nice new homes, maybe the jet or the first class airline tickets, and the nice beautiful hotels and everything that many people like to buy, is it possible that when there's a mismatch between their scarcity or poverty mindset and the new environment that they have created with money, that their subconscious mind sabotages the amount of wealth they have, and so they get rid of it so that they feel more comfortable? Is that possible? If you think that's possible, hit the like or the love button so I know that we're in sync, okay? There's been a lot of research that's been done around mindset and around people's environments. And the research around money shows that when people end up with more money than they are used to having, when they end up with more money and cars and planes and trains and automobiles than they're used to having, what we do, because of the way the brain works, is we will make 100% certain that our external environment matches our internal map of reality. Now, when we have a windfall of money, it doesn't match the internal map of reality that we've accumulated over 20, 30, 40, or 50 years. The internal map of our reality of how much we earn, how much we're worth, is embedded in our subconscious mind from 30, 40, 50, 60 years of conditioning and training and being in that environment. And this is why most welfare recipients, they're not first generation welfare recipients. They're fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth generation welfare recipients because they're born into the environment that creates the blueprint, and then the blueprint creates the expectation, the perspectives, the beliefs, the habits, and the results. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? And so the reason lottery winners lose all the money is because they don't have an internal map for the wealth. They don't have the beliefs, the habits, perspectives of having wealth and what that environment is like. And our brain makes 100% certain, not one, but 100% certain that your outside world matches your internal map of reality around money. Does that make sense? If that makes sense, give me a yes. Shalom to my friend from Israel, and joy, it makes sense. And so here is something else. When you take people, for example, that are homeless, I'm going to divert for just a moment. And you take them off the streets and you put them into an apartment with a little bit of furniture, and put them in an apartment. In many cases, they will ruin the apartment and leave the apartment because they're not comfortable. And so what is this comfort zone that we develop in our brain that constitutes our thoughts and our behaviors? And here's the key: since we're such an adaptable species, whatever environment we get used to becomes our comfort zone. Now, I want you to make sure that you don't misunderstand comfort zones. Comfort zones doesn't mean that it's plush and beautiful and wonderful. Comfort zone just means this is what feels right for me, even though I may want something else. So even though consciously I say I'd like this or that or this or that, what feels comfortable is what we will always go back to until we reprogram and recalibrate the subconscious mind. I want to let you all know something, if you'd like. I'm doing a training session, and I've got it over here. It's called the Income Accelerator. It's a free training session. And my team will put a link below that you can join, and please share it. And I'm going to share the new brain science that'll really help you skyrocket your income and wealth so you can achieve financial freedom faster. I'm going to be focusing on a couple of things. There are, as you probably know, circuits in your brain, right? You've got a motivational circuit, you've got a procrastination circuit, you've got, I know, different circuits that light up for stress and fear. And there's a couple of key circuits I'm going to be talking about that act like the gas and the brakes to motivation, to behavior, to taking action. So I'm going to be talking about how to recognize which circuit is on and how to control it. But then I'm also going to talk about 5 major obstacles that even if you have the knowledge and the skills, why most people will not achieve earning 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 times more income. So I'm going to talk about the 5 obstacles that I've been studying for many, many years that has shown me that even when you give people the knowledge and skills, many of them don't achieve financial freedom. And this goes back to, the question that I asked many of you earlier is which would you take, right? Would you take learning how to make $1 million, or would you take $1 million cash? Most people say, I'm going to learn how to, learn how to make $1 million. But I want to challenge you for just a moment. What if you learn how to make $1 million in real estate? What if you learn how to make $1 million in the stock market because you read a book, you watch videos on YouTube, you even buy a course? So what if you learn all the how-to? What gets in people's way? It's not the knowledge and the skills. So I'm going to be sharing with you the 5 things that can get in your way even when you have the knowledge and skills, and how to overcome them. So my team's going to put a link for you. Please sign up. It's free. I'll show you how to recognize which 1 or 2 of the 5 are holding you back. And more importantly, what to do about it, how to retrain your brain so that those things don't hold you back. So my team will put up a link if you want to sign up, and we'll have a little bit of fun. So if it were me, I would take the $1 million cash, knowing what I know, and then I would do what I do now and get some really amazing people to help me invest it properly. But if you don't have the right millionaire mindset, and you do that, chances are you're going to get rid of it and sabotage it. So when we talk about developing a millionaire mindset, where we started, by the way, you enjoying this? We talk about developing a millionaire mindset. The first thing to understand about mindsets that millionaires have is based on a really good book that Carol Dweck wrote called Mindset. And they've discovered that there's 2 types of mindsets. Number 1 is called a fixed mindset. And a fixed mindset is a mindset that says, here's who I am, here's how old I am, here's my knowledge and my skills, here are the results I've achieved in the past, here's the career or business that I'm in, and based on those paradigms, here's what things are going to be like. So a fixed mindset is a world of absolutes, of here's how things are, here's what the expectation is, and there's maybe a little bit of room for growth and and risk or error. That's a fixed mindset. Millionaires and people who earn six figures, maybe seven figures a year, accumulate some wealth so they can achieve financial freedom, they have something that is known as a growth mindset. And a growth mindset is a way of seeing themselves and the world in a way where, regardless of what is fixed right now, I can change. My situation can change. My results can change. And they consistently focusing on how they can and why they will or must versus why they can't. It's a very, very thin line and distinction between people who fall into one category or another, fixed or growth. So here's my question for you. Which are you? Are you mostly fixed? And is that your self-talk, fixed mindset? Or are you mostly growth-oriented? Do you find yourself talking, your self-talk is how I can, why I must, and you're consistently upgrading your knowledge and your skills and your behaviors, right? Knowledge, skills, and behaviors, not just knowledge and skills. Which one? I've got somebody here says, SP Deals, old chicken. Is that like an old dog? All right, so we just pinned, my team just pinned, I think Linda says, I don't see a button to sign up. There's a button there now. So I see Shelly says fixed mindset. Well, in a fixed mindset, you're in a box and it's very hard to get out, except the fact that you have the ability to choose to get out. And so when you're developing a millionaire mindset, right? I've got a little ambulance or fire car going, fire truck going by here. So I see somebody saying regularly growing, but for now feels stuck. Hello there, Safika. Growth mindset, growth oriented, growth. You're fixed, but also good focus. So Rain, you're making up excuses saying I'm fixed, but I focus. You could be growth and focused as well. So growth, fixed, Carrie, fixed. Okay, so here are a couple of things to ask yourself, right? If you're a fixed mindset, ask yourself, what has to happen in order for me to use my fixed mindset, but to be open to change and to growth? How do I change some of my beliefs, which are nothing more than feelings of certainty about something, right? How do I develop a growth mindset where I'm not just learning, but I am also growing and applying? See, here's the key. Knowledge is wonderful, it's great, but it doesn't translate to behavioral change. There are lots of people that have knowledge that aren't taking action. And by the way, in the Income Accelerator event that I'm doing, I'll share with you exactly how to take knowledge and put it into action. But to develop a millionaire mindset, here's a couple things I want you to ask yourself, right? What do I need to believe in order for me to have a growth mindset? What do I need to believe in order for me to have a growth mindset? What do I need to believe? I think you would probably agree you need to believe that it's possible for me. See, as soon as you have a fixed mindset, that's almost like having the words I can't in your brain. But if you said, I have a fixed mindset and here's how I can become more growth mindset oriented, you just open up the neurological valve of possibilities. And one of the things with our brains is there are some very, very simple techniques that you can use in order to shift from fixed to growth. So here's a couple of them. One of the best ones that you could ever learn, in addition to obviously being aware of your thoughts and your emotions and your feelings and your behaviors. Many of you are in some of my programs, where I teach innercising, right? Innercising are mental and emotional techniques to strengthen your neuromuscles. But when we're looking at a growth mindset, one of the things that is really, really critical is the power of questions. So when you say to yourself, I can't because, and then you fill in the blank, your brain basically says, okay, and that's a fixed mindset. It's fixed based on this perception or perspective around my reality. What if you change just one little piece? Says, in the past, I thought I couldn't, and now I'm learning how to. What if you just made that little shift? In the past, I've thought I have a fixed mindset, and now I'm learning how to have a growth mindset. That little shift opens up a neurological, and I'm using a metaphor, valve of possibility, okay, instead of the probability that you're going to stay fixed. And a growth-minded, a millionaire mindseted person always thinks, no matter how many things I've tried that didn't work, I'm gonna succeed by trying more things that do. That's a millionaire mindset. A millionaire mindset says, regardless of how much I'm earning right now, and regardless of how young or old I am, or how Asian or Caucasian I am, or regardless of whether I live in a small town or a big metropolis city, I have the ability to learn how to earn 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 times more income. Now, most people take a look at their current circumstances and they allow their current circumstances to control their thinking. But I want you to understand what you're dealing with, when we're talking about your brain. This, not this, but your brain, my brain, right? It's about 3 pounds, made up of mostly, fat and water, and about 85 billion cells that have created these neural connections. It is the most powerful organism in the known universe, in the whole universe that we're aware of. It is the most powerful tool in the whole universe. And all these connections that you have created, from birth, that you keep reinforcing, they're what causes your perspective, your emotions, your behaviors. And so learning a little bit more on how to use your brain better to develop a millionaire mindset, to develop a new blueprint, to understand what are the obstacles that hold you back. How do you get rid of procrastination and limiting beliefs and things like that hold you back? And how do you put yourself on the path to doubling or tripling your income? I want you to all play a little game with me. Can you play a little game with me? We'll have a little bit of fun. I'm going to show you something on changing your mindset and your frame in just 1 second. I play this game at all of my events where people pay thousands of dollars to come to. Are you able to play a little game with me? I want you to do this. Think of one person that you love. I mean, you love more than anybody else in the whole world. Just think of one. It can't be yourself, but just think of one person. And once you have that name, of that person in your head, hit the like or the love button, and I'll know that you've got a name of a person. It could be a person, even if you want to choose a pet, okay? Even if you want to choose a pet, that's okay. A person or a pet, okay? So let's say you have that person. Let's say I shared with you. Let's play a little game right now. Let's say I said 12 months from now, we're going to meet up face to face in a little cafe. And here's the game. If you don't double your income, no matter what it is right now, if you don't at least double your income in the next 12 months, you will never see that person again. Never. If you don't figure out how to double your income in the next 12 months, you will never see that person again. Well, would you change what you believe is possible? Would you let go of whatever's holding you back right now? Will you shift from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset of how I can? See, of course you would. You would let go of whatever might be holding you back. You'd let go of whatever stories or excuses or reasons you have right now of why you can't, because it's harder, because you don't have an education, or you're too young, or you're too old. You would change your frame to go from focus on why you can't and why you're stuck to how you will because you must. Let me repeat that. You will go from your frame of why you can't to why you will because you must. See, when you start thinking, I want to double or triple my income because I must, and you have a reason why you must, then you will do whatever it takes to overcome any of the self-imposed limitations. Self-imposed limitations. And so I'm going to share with you on in a couple of nights the 5 obstacles that are getting in your way. I guarantee you at least one of them are, and chances are 2 or 3 are. And I'm going to share with you the 2 circuits you really just need to be aware of. Is my motivational circuit activated, or is my brake circuit activated, the one that caused me to procrastinate? And so my team has put a link below to sign up. It's called Income Accelerator. My goal, a lot of people think sometimes I talk too much about money. And I want to share with you one of the reasons I love to share with people how to double or triple their income. Money is just a tool. That's all it is. It's like a tool. It's like a screwdriver. You use a screwdriver for certain things. Money is a tool to give you some financial freedom, choice freedom, to do the things that you love to do, to use your life in a way that you feel proud and it's worthwhile. It's to be able to leverage your ability to help charities or causes, or to build a business or something that gives you more joy and more purpose and more meaning in the world. And there's so much money in the world. There's so much money in the world. And so I'll be sharing with you what money really is. How do you double or triple your income in the next 12 months? How do you achieve financial freedom faster? Not fast, faster, okay? I'm not into this wishful thinking stuff. I'm into understanding how to earn more money, whether it's through your job, through your business, through investing. Those are means, vehicles in which to earn more income. So when we're talking about income acceleration, it's getting your mindset right? Getting your emotions. You get your mind, heart, and gut aligned. One of your biggest parts of your system is your enteric autonomic nervous system, your gut. When you get your heart, your head, and your gut aligned, chances are you're going to be more motivated, and there's ways to do that. And when you develop the mindset that is of somebody that can achieve their goals because they really are motivated for it, they have the motivation for action, that's how you can double or triple your income. And I'll show you how to income accelerate at my live event. So if you want to discover the new brain science that'll help you skyrocket yourself to more income and financial freedom, sign up. It's free. And let me know if you've enjoyed this. If you have, do me a favor, share this. I want to help more people achieve financial freedom. I want to help make the world even better, have a positive impact on our planet. Maybe we could do it together. The first thing we have to, master is ourselves, and then we can help our families and our friends and our communities, and we help each other. And so money just happens to be a vehicle, a tool that helps us accelerate that ability. All right, so sign up, it's free. Hit the share button if you like this. Leave me a little comment. I do this every Tuesday, give you some great free training. We have lots of other training for people that want to get involved more in our work. Thank you, Sue. Thank you, Horn, Cheryl. Thank you for sharing. Juan Luis. Thank you, Joy Nabosa. Neil Dixon registered. Awesome. Lucy Colangelo. Years ago, I did a Google Hangout and taught me how to open myself to multiple sources of income. I changed your mindset and your life. Awesome, Lucy. Cheryl, yes, spiritual, emotional, mental, and physical alignment. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you, Tammy. I love doing this. I love sharing this. Tare, thank you. You're the best too, my dear. AJ, thank you. Love you too, my friend. Thank you all. All right. Pia, relationships. Yeah, we could do one on relationships. Have a fabulous day, everybody. Link is below. Please share it. Let's together. Let's. I don't believe there's. We need to change the world, but I do believe that together we can make the world a better place, so that you and I have an amazing journey in our lives. Our children, the animals, the plants, the people. The cultures, all the religions working together in synchronicity and harmony, loving and appreciating and respecting each other. All right. Have a great day. Nell, I'm glad you enjoy my best-selling book, Inner Size. Emosh, awesome. I love all of these comments. So thanks so much, and thanks for all the love. Have an amazing day. I appreciate you.